Hi everyone, it's Jackie. So I wanted to come back and show you the progress on my August design team project for G. And I've got my signatures pretty much done, so I thought I'd just kind of go through and show you what I've done here. So this was the page from the kit. I sewed around all the pages from the kit. I really like the look of that. Okay, this is a page. I'm not going to tell you about all the pages. It's either coffee stained paper or it's vintage book page or ledger. This actually, I will tell you, is a vintage ledger from a ledger that was not written in. It's from the early 1930s, and it was not written in at all. And I found it in a trunk that my mom had. So there's that. There's a coffee dyed paper. Most of the coffee dyed papers are from Emily at Vintage Polka Dot Shop. This one happens to be one I did. And there's a vintage Italian textbook. Did some fancy stitching along there. Coffee dyed. This is a vintage songbook. There'll be more surprises in here too, but I'm just going through right now. Here's a little Gale pocket, patchwork pocket. And there's that. This is a vintage, this came from that book I got in Tennessee that's the furniture book from the 1930s. It's another vintage piece. These aren't sewn together. This has a big pocket with a big embossed journaling card. I embossed it and I thought, oh, this will be so pretty embossed. Well, it is pretty embossed, but I'm not sure how it's going to be to journal on. And then the back of this page has a vellum. I didn't want to cover her up too much, so I put vellum, and then I just slid in a nice little journaling card. All right, and this is not vintage lace, but it's just some lace that I coffee stained. So that's on the edge of each of the digital kit pages. And that's one signature. I think it'll be the first signature. I'm not positive. And here's the next one. This was from Emily. You know, I'm still working on more pockets and things. Another patchwork pocket with a card. Oops, did I skip a page here? Maybe. Right now, I think there's 13 pages in each signature. Another pocket here. And then another vellum pocket on the back here. Those are, and the ledger piece was very long, so I folded it over to make a little spot there. All right, so those are the two signatures that are mostly done, I think. Now this piece, I'm going to make a cover out of a cereal box cover, and this was a big, pretty long piece of tapestry. It was probably, I don't know, 2 feet wide, 2 feet, in width, and probably 3.5 feet long. So I've cut this out. Did it kill me to do it? No, because it's very old, very dusty, dirty, and I had to shake it out and whatnot. But it's beautiful. And so it has these lovely girls on it. And so these ladies are going to be on the front. This gal, I kind of did it so she will be on the spine, and this little girl will be on the back, okay? So we're going to be having, it's going to be the front, I'll do it this way, kind of like this, and the back will be about there, and then there's a 1.5-inch spine that's going to go here, so she will be directly on that spine. All right, so let's get this covered. Now, the one thing I wanted to do, I had 2 pieces of my 1.5-inch spine, And where'd the other piece go? There was a little bit of trouble here recently. Oh, there it is. Sorry, I bumped you. And by the way, I hope you're all doing well and everything's going good. I will tell you my story of the morning in just a second. It's pretty crazy, just ridiculous. But anyway, so I'm taking care of my son's dog, Percy. He's a big black lab, a chocolate lab, sorry. And I love having him here because I have always had labs before Emma. And my last dog before Emma was a huge chocolate lab, about Percy's size. I don't know how much he weighs, close, 100 or a little more maybe. But he is such a scaredy cat. He's a wicked scaredy cat. He's big, but he's a scaredy cat, let me tell you. All right, so we're going to just, first of all, glue these together. Yeah, so my cats are kind of like, you know, I'm not so sure about that, but he's scared of the cats. And of course, little girl, she doesn't want anything to do with him. You know, she's like, just stay away from me. Cooper, I think we'll be okay with him. Percy's only been here for not even a whole day yet. I picked him up on my way home from, oh, I have so many stories to tell you, my goodness. On my way home from my daughter's on Thursday. And so I think they're going to get to be okay because, of course, Koopy loves Emma. They're best of buds, and they, I've told you this before. I don't know if Emma, ouch. Ooh, that was almost a paper cut. Emma thinks she's a cat, or Percy thinks, or Cooper thinks he's a dog, but I'm not sure. All right, so there's our spine. I wanted to make that a little more, you know, whatever. So here's going to be a little bit of a trick. Oh, no, it's not, because I can see right through here. Oh, so nice. So that's going to go right on there, leaving enough. I want to show you, I think I can show you possibly. So Pam at the Paper Outpost made these, and she showed how she did it. And I made some for myself, and I loved it. What I have done, I don't know if you can see down in here. Can you see down in there at all? So in this one inside, I used one of the rubber tips from my Sugar Bills bottle. And I put, first I used the cap from the water bottle, okay? I filled it with hot glue. And then I put this into the hot glue and just let it dry. That was in this one. In this one, I don't know how well you can see, but this one I did the same thing, only I used a metal thimble. Once they're dry, this pops right out, as did the thimble. You might have to wiggle it around a little, but it came out. And so far, you know, it's working really well. I'm not losing, and they go in right in the middle easily. I don't have to mess around with it. So I'm not losing a lot of glue, even out of here, as Pam said, you know, once you build it up. So I think this worked out okay. Anyway, so those are the ones I made. This one's not quite done, but I wanted to get it set up. And I think I didn't use a stiff enough piece of cardboard. I'm going to have to maybe put something on the bottom. Anyway, so I did that. Excuse me, I'm going to... a sneeze, sorry. All right. So I was working on that. You know, when you see something, sometimes you just have to do it, right? All right, so we're going to glue this on here. Now, I don't think we're going to have leak through. I don't think we will. So let me put glue on here. This is Fabrifix. And I'm loving having it upside down in that container because it's just ready to rock and roll the minute you take it out of there. And I love that. I'm going to put quite a little bit on here because I really want that too. Yeah. And I left it in here overnight without the other cover on it, and it's absolutely fine. All right, so I think I did give myself a little paper cut on that. All right, we want to go right over to the top of her head, and we want to leave about, I want to make sure you can see the bottom because I hate it when I can't see the bottom of something. Get it as straight as we can, leaving about an inch. I have about an inch around. Man, that really hurts. I think I did give myself a paper cut there. That's not very happy. Okay. So we're going to do that. Okay, good. All right. Then, doesn't matter which piece goes where. This is the front over here, okay? So we want to leave a little bit. You guys have seen this. You know how this goes. We're going to leave a little bit. And I'm going to actually leave just a little bit more because I want the cover to come over a little bit more than that. Not a huge amount because you don't want sloppiness in there, but I think that'll be fine. So let's glue this up. So let me tell you my trip to my daughter. So this is my oldest daughter, Caitlin. So they were doing a gender reveal on Wednesday night. They were having a barbecue and just having family over. And so we did that. And both my daughter and my son-in-law were like, it's a girl. We know it's a girl. It's a girl, it's a girl, it's a girl, it's a girl, it's a girl. My daughter was like, 100%, it's a girl. I don't know why they thought it's a girl. I had mostly thought all along that it was a boy. But then I was like, well, they're so sure. I wonder if they, saw something in the ultrasound or, on the papers, or I don't know, or they heard somebody say something because, you younger people that are watching this, you guys know how this goes. The nurse writes down on a piece of paper what it is and puts it in an envelope, and then, it's like, then somebody opens the envelope and goes and gets the poppers or a cake or whatever. My daughter got poppers. She got pink ones and blue ones so that her friend could go and get, or could give them the correct ones anyway. So, and my little granddaughter, their first child, she wanted a girl. Just a girl. Everybody's girl. Well, they popped them, and guess what? It's a boy. They're having a boy. And we're all very excited, but the faces in the video, and then I was watching Caitlin and Spencer's faces, and they were stunned that it was not a girl. Not that they're not happy. They're perfectly happy, but they're stunned that it's a girl. And Spencer is an only child, so, they're super happy to carry on that name. But they were just stunned. My granddaughter was furious. Okay, she'll be 4 mid-November. Well, she wanted a baby sister, and she is not a happy camper. She's like, no, put those blue streamers back. Where's the pink ones? I mean, she was really like, what? She was angry, poor little thing. But everybody's happy. We're just thrilled. But it was pretty funny, and Eloise and I had to have some discussions and make some baby boy cards and for the baby, and get her used to the idea that she's going to have a brother. So it's great. So, and my other daughter, I don't know if I had told you, she's going to have a girl. So they will have 2 girls. And my son has 2 boys. And Caitlin and Spencer will have a boy and a girl. So I will have 3 grandsons and 3 granddaughters. And everybody's going to be healthy and well, and that's going to be the way that goes. And I'm going to be happy Grammy. How can that be not a happy thing? It's a great thing. So that was wonderful. So that was a super fun weekend. I'm just pressing this down. I didn't even look to see if that came through at all, but it did not. I had to go out in my garage and hunt. I just had to go through a bunch of boxes. I didn't have to really go through boxes, but I had to move things around. I did label all my boxes that are packed for moving, but I did have to, kind of move things around to find my fabric, because I remembered I had just gotten this not long ago, about maybe 2 months ago now. And so that'll be the front, like that. There she is right on the spine. And then this pretty girl is on the back with her, I don't know, it looks like a mountain Bernese, what are they called? Mountain Bernese style. All right, so now we're going to fold this down. Okay. I'm gonna carefully trim the corners. Let me get out, these are my Tim Holtz scissors that I only use for fabric. Only fabric on these dudes. Yeah, I try anyway. And I really have done very well. So we're gonna go just, you know, like that. And then I'm gonna try to pretty much do the same. We wanna have a little bit to tuck under there so that it will stick down nicely, but we don't wanna get too close. I've done this before where I've gotten too close and I like to shoot myself in the foot. Because you just don't have, you know, what you need. You can always take more off, but you can't put it back on. So careful, careful, careful. All right, and I'm just gonna come up here and go down here. So I guess my girls and son-in-laws are keeping the names a secret. So at least we'll have that surprise. I like having the whole thing a surprise, but not these days. Nobody can wait these days. All right, so we are going to fold this down. Okay, first thing we're gonna do is put glue in these corners right here. Gluing up the corners. Hopefully just make sure I'm back in for moving this all around. I mean, you know, you guys have seen people do this a million times, right? And I'm gonna put some of my little clips on here because this is very thick, so I'm going to, come on there, oh yeah, did I set that right in? Oh, see, there's not a lot there, but we are going to clip this down on the corner there. Oh, man. That glue just got into my finger where I have that cut, and yes, indeed. Yeah, I did give myself a little paper cut. Paper cuts are the worst, right? See, this corner is a little tight. It wouldn't be if it was a thinner material, but since this is thick, it's a little tight. But that's okay, because we're gonna flip it, and it's fabric tack, so it will quickly get on there and hold. Okay, so we're gonna do that. All right, good. Okay, this is going to be so pretty. I'm not sure what I'm going to put. I'm wondering if I want to put something down first and have this go over the top, because it is so pretty. I'm thinking I might do that. And I have this is oh wait, this is music paper from this book, The Amazing Song Bag, and I can't remember where I got it now. It's a 1927. Might have been one of my dad's, I can't remember. I think I might put some of this in here. Foggy, foggy do, Willy, Willy, Wally, Willy. John B. Sayles, you know that one, don't you? John B. Sayles, John Henry, and lots of old songs. Let's see, I gotta find something. I really want to have music. Wizard oil. Let's do wizard oil, shall we? Wait, I wonder if there's any like, let's see. I was gonna say, is there anything about flowers or something that might be fun? It does have the word steel written in here. Let's see. I don't see anything about flowers. All right, so no more booze. Bird in a cage. Okay, let's find something that has two of the same, those gambler blues. Man, these are funny, huh? My honey takes me back. All right, stop looking, pick something. I'm just trying to find Diary of the Black Hills. When all the work is done this fall. Here we go, let's pick that one. These are beautifully edged with nice, oh boy, they are just barely going to fit on there. Oh, but I'm going over the middle. Hello, Jackie. Hello. Get yourself together here. It's been a day. I haven't told you about my day yet. All right, we're gonna just take some of this off. I'm gonna take a little bit of this off. Let's straighten it up a little bit here. I'm just gonna tear just a little bit of this off. And then it goes all those nicely pretty edges that I just was talking about, right? All right, so this is gonna go on here like this, okay? And let's tear it down on the bottom. Let's just see, whoops, get back up there. See where we need to come to here, like there. Oh, because it's gonna fold up anyway, so it doesn't really, it's not a really big deal, because, right, it's gonna fold up and around it. So let's just take that off. And some of this paper, well, I've noticed my paper isn't tearing well because it's so darn damp, everything. And I've complained about this before, but it's so damp. Even when we've had these hot days, it's just so humid still that it's just like, ugh, really, it is. Everything is damp. I even had to, boxes in my garage were damp, and I had to almost actually, I had to change out the boxes in a couple of things because I just couldn't. The boxes were so damp that they were so damp they were falling apart. And luckily, I didn't find anywhere that things inside got wet, which was really nice because that would have been sad if some of my books or fabrics or something got wet on the inside. All right, I think we're gonna just do some art glitter glue here. You know what? I'm not even gonna do that. That's just gonna take too long. All right, did you see where I threw that pin? Did you see what I did? I take things out and I throw it. We're gonna use, oh boy, this is a problem. We're gonna use my glue stick. What's up, little? What's up? What's up, little girl? You wanna come up and say hi? Little girl is my kitty cat. She's, oh gosh, I don't know. I think she's turning 12. I never can keep track of how old they are. I can hardly remember how old my kids are these days. But yeah, I think she's about to turn 12 here shortly. All right, there, got that one on. Now let's see what we want to do here. I'm going to take some of this off on the side. I'll tell you about my day in a minute when I stop fussing around with this. Okay. glue on here. I love this. This is Scotch Crate glue. And I found out about this through Pam at the Paper Outpost. If you don't know Pam, she is Pam at the Paper Outpost. And first of all, she's hysterical to listen to and to watch her YouTube. She's funny. She's just does some really wacky different things. Lots of fun. And she has a cute little puppy named Sunshine, who she also calls Snuffer Pants, and often we get to see a little Mr. Snuffer Pants. Yeah, so fun. Okay, but she's a lot of fun. She has a couple of things. She does a what do you call them? Oh shoot, podcast. She does podcasts a couple days a week. She does videos, I don't know, 3 days a week, I think. But she has a email. You can get a nice letter and ideas from her and things, and she has all kinds of things. Pam at the Paper Outpost. So that's lots of fun. All right, we got to do something with this. So we're just going to collage, I think, a little bit of stuff on here. Yeah, it's little. Come here. You want to say hi? Come here. She cries and screams. This is a little girl. Say hi. This is my little girl. Yes. Okay. All right. Hop down now. Ugh. She can't believe there's another dog in this house. She just cannot believe it. Yeah. She wants no part of my other little cat, Cooper. She tolerates Emma, the dog. But Percy, okay, didn't I have a piece? Yes, I do have a piece right here that I was going to stick on here. Just, I don't know what I'm doing, guys. I'm just putting stuff in here just to cover this up. Not that it really matters, because it's not going to mean anything. It's not going to be seen, but very much, because there. Okay. Okay. Let's find the cover. And now we'll start with this. Okay, we're going to turn this down first. Okay. What's up, Percy? I know. Percy says. This is actually the first time Percy has come to stay with me. But my sons and daughter-in-law and their kiddos we're just going off for a few days. And I said, why they wanted me to just go over there and check on him once in a while. I'm like, I don't want to drive all the way over to East Dorset. It's like a half an hour from me. Just to check him out, let him out, make sure he's okay, and then come back and have to do that 2 or 3 times. It's like, no. Why doesn't he just come stay with me? Plus, they just watched Emma while I was in Tennessee, so. Yeah, I thought that was good. Okay, let's get some glue. I want to make sure I get glue down in these little parts. All right, so while we're gluing this, I'll tell you my story of today. So last night, I got an email. You know my little friend Journey, who I have taken care of. I don't anymore, but I took care of her since she was 8 weeks old till about a year ago. Even through part of COVID, I took care of her. And so her grandma gave me a call, and we have been kayaking a few times together. It's great fun. And because I really don't like to go out kayaking by myself, just because I want to know there's other people there, which there's always other people, but anyway. And so she wanted to know, she said, I'm going kayaking tomorrow, do you want to go? And I said, oh yeah, that'd be great, perfect, where are you going, blah, blah, blah. She sent me the information, what time, we got it all settled. I thought, oh great, this will be good. So instead of like going out and putting my kayak in the car last night, which would have been the best thing ever, I'm just going to use my little crochet hook here to kind of get that down in there. I didn't, really think about it again. I got up early this morning because Percy was up and he wanted to go out. So, okay. So I was up at about, 6:30-ish maybe. And I had my breakfast. I watched a little crafting on my computer. And then I decided, okay, I'm going to come out and I'm going to get started and finish up the bottle project. And I wanted to, you know, get started on this. I want to finish this project because I have a couple other journals that I really want to make here. So I'm doing my thing, you know, letting dogs in and out and about and all that jazz. Whoops, I'm gonna get some down here. And pretty soon I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm supposed to be going kayaking with Wendy this morning. Ah! So I jump up, oh my gosh, so I'm supposed to meet her at 10. And it is 9:30. I'm like, well, actually it was more like 9:45. And I was like, there's just no way I'm going to make it because I wasn't dressed. I was just, you know, I was crafting in my PJs. You know, that's what we do, right? And so I texted her. I said, hey, I'm going to be about 15 minutes late. I'm just running behind. She said, okay, no problem. So we have 2 places that we go. I had it set in my mind that it was one place. I get all the way out to that place. I am on time at the 10:15 mark, which I'm amazed. And I'm like, well, where do we put our boats in here, Wendy? I don't stop. She said, well, just come down where my truck is. I'm like, I do not see your truck anywhere. She's like, oh, well, it's, and I went, oh my gosh, I am at this place and I'm supposed to be at the other place. So I texted her and said, oh, Wendy, I'm such a mess. I am at the wrong place and, you know, I'll be right over to the other spot. It's going to take me 15, 20 minutes to drive over there. Okay. She said, no problem. I said, just go ahead out on the pond, the lake, and I'll catch up to you. No problem. You know, that's fine. Whatever. So, yeah. So I did that, and I drew. Oh, see, I gotta take that out of there. Just rip that little piece of paper out of there because I don't really want that to show, but it's showing. That's all right. No big deal, I guess. Except that just went all over the glue. Okay, so I get to the other place. I drive down to where the boat launch part is. I pull up. I'm in, you know, waiting. I'm in the car. I'm getting ready. I'm getting out. Got to open my back up. I start to pull the kayak out, and I went, I don't have my paddles. I hadn't put the paddle in the car. I'm telling you. I was like, okay, something's wrong with this trip today, and I am not supposed to be out on that water. There's just no way I'm supposed to be out on that water. I text Wendy, and I said, Wendy, I don't have my paddle. I'm just not meant to be out here with you today. I'm going home. And so she's like, I'm sure she is having a good laugh. Wait till she tells Jax about it, and she's going to be like, you're going to have a good laugh. But something about today, I was not supposed to be out there on that water. I don't know why. I don't know if it was something to do with when I would have been traveling home, but I have not ever had that many things go badly like that. And so I'm sure God was saying, no, you can't do this today. This is just not the day for this. So maybe I didn't need to be out in the sun. I don't know. I don't know what it was, but it was something saying, this is not good for you today. So you're not going to do this today. Anyway, I felt silly, but I am, the more I think about it now, I'm like, I was just not supposed to be out there on that water today. I don't know. So, whoops, see, I forgot to put this back in my little thing. I'm not used to it yet. And it just, I think I need to put this little clippy-doo on here just because. Actually, I'm going to do that. Oh, those are pretty good, actually. Let's see what this one's doing up here. That's pretty good. Let's clip you on there. Okay. So that was, so I came home and unloaded the kayak and let the dogs out and just said, okay. Now you can hear them barking. They're barking at something went by. I don't think there's any cars here or anything. I just don't think there is. We'll put that back on for a minute. There's our cover. Now we're definitely going to need to do some other stuff along here with it. And we'll do that. And that'll be all fine. I'm sure no one is here. I don't know why they're barking, but all right. So that's my story. And oh, see, isn't that cute on the spine? Just beautiful. It's really pretty. I mean, it's a kind of drab. I'm sure it was much brighter back in the day, but it certainly has faded. But we'll do a little something. I'm not gonna cover it up too much, but we'll do that, and those fit in perfectly. And even if they come out a little bit more, if I make them a little bigger, that'll be okay, because I did put the lace on the pages because I did want that to come out a little bit. Very nice. This is pretty. I like it. All right, folks. Thank you so much for watching and listening to my crazy stories. And I hope you're having a great day. And I will talk to you again soon. Sorry, guys. I can't turn my... I don't know why I can't... Oh, because it's on low battery.